The man was horrified to realize that this fungus, once labeled harmless by scientists, seemed to be trying to devour him. If he hadn't just flipped on the light, he might have already been its next meal. Hank, a biology teacher, quickly collected a sample, but when he turned the light off, 15 years earlier, when the black fungus first appeared in town, scientists hadn't noticed anything unusual, and people got used to living alongside it. Back then, Hank had been a football player with money and women within easy reach. But during one game, a clump of that black fungus quietly wrapped around his ankle. The impact ended his athletic career for good. Even worse, his girlfriend Hannah left him for his best friend, and the two soon had a child together. Hank moved on and became a biology teacher, living a decent life. But then Hannah's daughter, Annie, transferred into his class. The girl showed no trace of Asian features, and strangely enough, looked a little like him. Hank drove his beat-up car home that day, the fold-out mirror still holding a photo of Hannah he'd kept all these years. On a weekend night, Hank worked a shift at the bar his late father had left him. That evening, a strange man walked in. Hank poured him a whiskey, which the man downed in one gulp, only to vomit it all back up the very next second. Hank quickly called the hospital, just as a black cat padded up beside the man. Suddenly, the man sprouted tentacle-like appendages and lunged at him. Hank barely dodged. He yanked a decorative deer antler off the wall and drove it into the man's chest, but it didn't do any damage. The creature was ready to finish him off when, in desperation, Hank grabbed a metal sign to defend himself. Hank bolted out of the bar just as two cops arrived. He was about to explain what had just happened when he noticed something strange about their demeanor. Alarmed, Hank made up an excuse and rushed to his car. One of the cops leaned against his window, raving that being possessed was the most wonderful experience imaginable. He even invited Hank to join them, but Hank wasn't having it. He floored the gas pedal, sparks flying, yet the police car stayed right on his tail. Clumps of fungus spilled onto the road, clawing their way up his car. Hank quickly rolled up the windows, but in the next instant, a fungus-infected cow staggered into his headlights.